And it's go time. 29 cars roaring down to turn 1 to start 30 minutes of racing. The Mustangs kept his position fairly well through turn 1. There's a little bit of tussle at the back. Is it all still okay? Yes, there's the Vanyos trying to defend from the Lamborghini going around the outside. And I think that's Mishka going off. Marcy getting bumped by Peters in the background. Hewlett's lost a little bit of position. Jackson just behind. There's Fox making a position on Schubert as well. Manship looking for a position at some point as well. We've got some racing, and looks like everyone got through turn 1 unscathed. This is brilliant. Manship now around the outside of Story. Schubert defending from Fox just ahead. Fox having to go over that bump. Is he okay? Yes, he is, but he's lost time. Story now with a little bit of a run, ready to take that position down the inside into turn 6. He's got that inside line, but now he's going to be on the outside for the chicane. He's ahead though, just a couple mil. And just in the background you see Craddock losing a position to a Ferrari. That was actually Pinnell. Oh my goodness, and there's contact down at turn 7. Conti and Pinnell all involved there. So Zolder delivering. There's Mishka in the background about to make a position on Marcy as well. He's just ahead by the time they get to turn 1. Alongside plenty of space between them. That's Mishka up into P6. He's trying to defend from Kurt Peters going around the outside now. Peters, oh my goodness, there's contact between the 3 of them. Oh, watch out for Jackson down the inside. And there's Schubert also looking for a position to keep this racing clean, boys. Oh my goodness, Schubert being assaulted by Fox in the background as well. Story now defending from Fox. Fox trying to go around the outside of the Clay chicane again. Turn 5, he just doesn't learn, doesn't he? And he's lost a bit of ground there. No, there's still nothing there. Pfeiffer alongside Manship. Manship now down the inside of turn 9. Pfeiffer's going to have the run on him. Out onto turn 10. He's got a little bit of curb. And Warburton's just waiting. He's waiting for that little mistake, maybe. Pfeiffer trying around the outside into turn 11. Can he squeeze by? Yes, he can. But now Manship will have a brilliant exit out into the main straight. They're still side by side getting down the main straight. This is brilliant racing. These two battling over P2, P3 in the Pro-Am class. A little bit of a nudge there, a little bit of collision. Oh my goodness, and there it is. There's the collision between the two. Warburton into the gravel as well. Now Craddock comes past. Van Lagen, no, that is Janssen coming past. Maybe into turn 9. Let's have a look. Will the Nissan pull out a move? Oh, he had a little look. He had a look. Oh, and on the brake. That was really close. And so, oh, there is a little tap to the side of the car, but that is Conti giving their position back to Malott for that little collision. Zafarowski only 0.1 seconds off of Lavagnos, and they've just swapped positions through the chicane. Oh my goodness! And that was Zafarowski making the position. He then goes wide, and Lavagnos slips back through. 0.3 seconds, 0.4 seconds. Malott just got past Huben. Huben dropping slightly. Huben now in the middle of a little trio of action. There's Malott going slow. Both GTRs are slipped past, and there's a Porsche getting past as well. Malott losing ground. Tyler 0.3 seconds. It's always just too late, isn't it? On the exit, just stays ahead. Really close between these guys. And we're just in time to see Lavagnos send it down the inside of turn 2. Zafarowski's holding on round the outside of turn 3. Yes, they're still side by side. They bang wheels into turn 4. They go. Zafarowski backs out just a little bit. And now, of course, he'll have a flawed exit. So here we go. There's Rebecci and Hewlett side by side. A little tap, and that unsettled is braking straight into the back of Limburg's. And then the acceleration, that little boost for Zafarowski just meant he goes the long way round through turn 6, and he's ahead of Lavagnos by the time they hit the chicane. Novell's from 4. Conti and Tyler just swapped positions down in P26. Oh my goodness, and that's Marcy wide through the chicane. Hewlett's opportunity, potentially. Oh my goodness, and he spun out into the wall. Is Hewlett on turn 8. Keep going, just keep pulling. Just get that car to the pits, get it repaired. Do what you can. You've still got 20 minutes of racing. And there's the rest of the grid filing past. Oh man, just a little bit of a slip there, and that was enough. Now Alford alongside Manship. Now these two are stuck behind Hewlett. it's obviously now ideal for Alfred, because now he can start fighting. Again, a little bit of rubbing. They are pushing each other as hard as they can. Alfred still stuck behind Manship. Warburton also looking for an opportunity. Manship's exit is slightly flawed. Now out into the main straight. Alfred pulling out. Here we go. Down into turn 1. He's alongside. Doesn't quite have his nose ahead by the time they hit the apex though. And it's again Manship going round to turn 2. Just keeping it out of Warburton. Oh man. Manship, for the second time this evening, sent sideways via a collision in turn 2. Warburton now down the inside into turn 3. He's got the inside line for turn 4 and he's ahead. Alfred dropping down to allow Warburton that position. That was a fight for P16. Frustrating, I'm sure, but Alfred still not happy with it down the inside into turn 5. Oh my goodness, that's Warburton into the wall! Alfred not feeling very gracious today. Not very merciful, but he's got that position now. Woo! 13 minutes of action, and I was about to say, you know, it's calmed down, you know, we're all good, but it just keeps getting better. Here's Conti now. Right, whoa! Swerving to avoid a collision onto the grass. Unfair advantage overtake, but that of course means Tyler and... Oh man, Tyler and Malott get round. Conti still hanging on to that position around the outside of turn 2, but now his work is essentially reset further down the grid. Rebecci though, looking to make a move on Lavagnos around the outside of turn 1. Rebecci, we've seen some good pace from him this season. Round the inside, there we go. Lavagnos a little slippy. And that is for P3 in the AM Class Championship. Look at how defensive Brum went. And Hilton was like, okay, I'll do the same line. I can do this. I can do that. Or defense at some point as well. Looks like he has managed to veer off. But here's Brum again going very defensive on Huben, and Huben just can't go anywhere. He's got the wall, he's got Brum to the one side, but it doesn't look like he needs it. Round the outside of turn 1, onto the curb, and Brum is really defending his position hard here, and that's the beauty of these sprint races. But Huben's not done yet. He's got the exit out to turn 5, a little fake, a little dummy to the outside. Brum trying to push him down into turn 5, and Huben says, nope, I can do this all day, ahead through the chicane, and Brum just leaves him that space, enough space to get past. I'm not sure. By the way, Story and Marcy have been swapping positions rapidly. There's a massive battle going on between them. I thought we'd look down here for the podium positions, and Brum going very defensive. Wow, it's great to see this driver really pushing his opponents to do the uncomfortable. I was about to say do the impossible. It is still possible, it's just really uncomfortable. P12 for our AM class leader. Here's Conti now into turn 1. Is he going to back out? Again, similar issue, and I think they collide. Brum spinning. Oh, keep it together, these two. And again, Conti falling behind because he knows he's done something to that car ahead. And there's Pennell making a move on the driver behind Pennell on Malott just a couple seconds ago. Brum now going on the defensive. He's round the outside into turn 3. Conti going for that inside line, and I think there was a little nudge there. You can see just a little bit of a wave from that GTR. And Novell looks like he's had some damage. Oh my goodness, here's Pennell getting involved. Conti looking down the inside. Pennell going around the outside. No. Defensive driving. Pennell also getting involved. Three-way battle now for P4. Brum holding up the GTR and the BMW. Down the inside of turn 9. There we go. Conti got his nose in. Oh my goodness, that's Conti wide into the gravel. And that's Conti out of this battle for P4. So again, Brum going really defensive, pushing those cars. And again, just that little rub unsettled the braking point, just unsettled that braking zone for Conti. And you can't do anything. Riley now around the outside, he's onto the grass. And Brum absolutely destroying these cars trying to come by. The stewards will probably have plenty of reports, but Pennell forces his way past. He says, I'm taking that inside line. You're not going to bully me like the rest of the drivers. Wow, Brum really putting up a really tight defense. And Malott also getting there. A little tap from behind. Malott saying, hey, I can do the same thing as well. There's the Porsche of Reaper going around the outside of Novell. No, oh my goodness, and that's a collision between Malott and Reaper. And Reaper now into the gravel. Maybe. Potentially. Oh, and that's Brum wide. Here's Malott. He's going to have an opportunity. What is Brum's defense? In the middle of the track, not quite. Oh, a lunge from the inside. Oh my goodness, and that's Malott going wide. Conti also involved there, just giving enough space. Wow, some great racing going on back here. Tyler also getting involved. Four-way battle once again for P23. And there's Conti going down the inside into turn 4. No, backs out. That will, of course, mean that Malot's got a little bit of speed. He's gone wide, though. Okay, Conti's got speed on Brum. Brum going defensive again, once again round. Oh, my goodness, this is dodgy. Brum putting up one of the stoutest and one of the hardest working defenses I've ever seen so far. Conti again just giving him a little nudge from behind. Oh, that's unsettled. Its breaking point. Is this going to be Conti going past? No. Oh my goodness, and that's Brum wide. Woo! The action is heating up. Brum, they've both failed. Now they both know how defensive Brum can get. Conti though, down into turn 11. There was nothing there. Wow. So after all that, Brum just lets Conti by up a position. And that's now Conti up into P22. Brum feeling the need to go defensive against Malot though. And Malot's in. I don't care. I'm just going to go around the outside. It is a slower line, and unfortunately he does lose time with that defense. He's been pushing. He's been absolutely bullying drivers. But now we see a battle now for P3 in the AM class, and that's Hubin going on the defensive into turn 2. Pennell going around the long way, and through goes Pennell up into P3. A little bit of an unsettled exit, and the pro drivers just want to get past because they're under pressure from the driver behind. Oh my goodness, the pace at which I've been talking and the pace at which the action's been happening. Oh my goodness, that's Malot and Safarowski colliding at turn 7. Malot's chance of making a position on Brum is gone at the replay from a couple laps ago. But before we do that, Marcy wants to show us a bit of action around the outside into turn 2. Showing the outside by Story. So Story went wide turn 1. Marcy tried going for the inside, a little cut back. Story said, I'm going to defend this position. So this was into turn 7. Marcy trying to go down the inside. And a little tap there. Wow. Again, a close battle. And there's Brum facing the wrong direction. Down at turn 8. And, oh, that was Story going wide at turn 9. So Marcy now gets past into P8. P7 for his class. A lot of the defense happens, and that's where a lot of the overtakes happen as well. Tyler, some lapped traffic, and Jackson, of course, a little slow round turn 8, and that is Schubert going around the outside into turn 9. The traffic getting in the way, really close, bunched up, and the position stayed just as they were. It is Florian Safarowski who will come across the line first. That Ford Mustang coming across the line for the first time this season, the first time this evening, first all around. Safarowski crosses the line to take the race win for season 4, round 4 at Zolder. Safarowski, our pro class winner. He'll be taking another win, second win of the season for this man. How is he still in the Pro-Am class? I don't know. The admins will decide. But here we go. Lemberg's taking the race win for the Pro-Am class. It is Craddock in the McLaren. First time out this season. First race and first podium. First race win. It is an evening of firsts. The founder and the owner, Hewlett, to thank for that. And Safarowski. Oh, look at that. Oh, hello there, sir. That was stunning. It was almost as if he knew the cameras were there. It's go time times 2. 29 cars once again roaring down to turn 1. Lavanios has had a semi-decent start. And looking further down the grid, it is all chaos as usual. Lemberg's potentially a move around the outside of turn 2. And there's Marcy trying to make a move on Mishka. Hewlett dropping down the order. Mishka now around the outside, turn 3. Loses it though. Marcy and Peters will have a little run down into turn 4. Oh my goodness, and they bang wheels. The two BMWs coming together, and that's Mishka going off into the gravel. Just keeps it out. Rebecci, and there's Hewlett also getting up right up behind the drivers ahead. Lemberg's, oh my goodness, and he bails, taking the curb instead, and Lavanios has lost loads of ground coming out to turn 5. Peters now around the outside of turn 5. Hewlett will have to give back those positions. Yes, he does. Doesn't have to give that back to Rebecci though. Rebecci trying to get back. Rebecci now around the outside. Oh my goodness, millimeters between these drivers as they come through turn 7. Really close racing here up at the top of the grid, but looks like we do have a couple fatalities down at the bottom of the grid. Marcy about to make a move on Peters. Peters can't defend that. Peters now down the inside into Rebecci. Oh my goodness, and these two collide again. Peters taking out a Pirelli board. Woo, this is close. There's Fox trying to make a move on Story a little further down. Oh my goodness, there's Story. Hello. Okay, so huge things going on down at turn 11. And again, there is chaos down at the pit start straight. Oh my goodness, cars just get through safely. I hope it all goes well. Yes, seems like it has. Just up there you can see Novell going slightly wide. Oh my goodness, and that's Novell losing ground somewhere. Broom. Oh my goodness. There is just stuff going on everywhere. Novell slow. There's another Porsche. Reaper. What's going on? At Zolder yet again. Story. There's a lot going on here. Story losing ground. Conti into the back of Taylor. Just a little tap. Oh my goodness, I'm straight lining. Oh my goodness, and there's a car straight into the barriers. Conti now being overtaken by both Craddock and Fox at the same time. Fox unfortunately not able to keep it. Oh yay, a little tap there from the rear. And Conti still stays ahead of Fox. Craddock now hanging on round the outside of turn 8. Fox just backing out that little bit extra. And he's still down the inside into turn 9 though. Where will Fox go? He's still got the inside line. Into the braking zone you can see Broom defending from Van Lagen in the background as well. Manship trying to get round, and they're still side by side. Fox and Craddock still not quite decided on who's taking the next position. Craddock down the inside into turn 11. Does he keep the position this time? Broom getting alongside the other BMW. And there we go. Somewhat safely through those couple corners. Now it's Fox on the threat from Broom as well. There's Van Lagen having a little look. Mishka having a little look as well. Mishka down the inside. A massive move on a driver ahead. Manship losing out to a massive dive. A massive dive bomb from Mishka. Beautiful bit of overtaking there. And it's still Broom fighting with Van Lagen now. Mishka also looking for a position at some point. The pro driver looking to regain those positions he lost right at the start of the race. Broom on the threat from Mishka, and Van Lagen on the threat from Manship. Broom again trying to go very defensive. Mishka says no, I want that inside line. Manship, massive dive down the inside. Van Lagen, and that's Broom gone wide, and he loses 5 positions as Mishka comes by to take P14. Ready for a mistake, pushing for a mistake. Novell making the mistake behind instead. He's pressuring the wrong person, and a little bump draft. Oh, and that's Malott and Reaper both spinning out. Malott into the barriers. Well, I'll make him remember. Craddock losing ground to Fox just behind. Oh my goodness, that looked intense. Craddock still ahead though. Foxy going for a really tight line. Craddock has to change it. Mishka looking for a position as well. Mishka getting involved now. Craddock and Fox still fighting down into turn 4. Mishka had his nose in just enough to be able to take that position. Craddock is forced wide onto the gravel. Oh my goodness, this seems close. And Hewlett going slow. Rebecci now down the inside on the exit. And he's just got before him before they hit the braking zone. What happened to Hewlett a couple seconds back? And he is side by side now, round the outside into turn 5. Hewlett trying to put up a defense. How does this go? Nice straight braking. Good awareness from both of them. Good situational awareness. Good. Or he just doesn't really care and will just keep doing his lines and let the BMW do his thing. Make sure the BMW upholds his deal of the bargaining, getting past safely. And it looks like there it is. A little bit of a lift maybe from Conti. A little too much. But he does let Fox through as well. To be fair, Conti. So this is the bit of action. Mishka coming into turn 5. We've got Conti obviously that we were following a little earlier. Over Klein chicane. Oh my goodness, it just goes wide. Does he hit the barriers though? That's my question. Anyway, here's Taylor and Fox battling now hard for P2. Taylor in the McLaren, Fox in the BMW. Taylor going on defense. Just keeps it straight. Oh, a little bit of a touch to the rear. Fox maybe lifting off slightly just to give Taylor a little bit of space. Down the inside into turn 11. Looks like it. Fox just got his nose in just in time before Taylor goes on to the defense into the chicane, and Taylor knows that position is as good as gone. That is Fox now up into P2, but There is a lot of action going on right behind them. Conti and Taylor fighting now. There's Craddock as well getting involved. Manship. There's Conti making a lovely move down the inside into turn 1. Beautiful move from the GTR onto the McLaren. He's still not got that move done though yet. That was weird. Anyway, here comes the McLaren round the outside, and Craddock also trying to get around the outside. Of course, Craddock and Conti are fighting for this position, so Conti now slow out to turn 3, and Craddock just sails by. Apart, so there could still be some good fighting there. Oh my goodness, and there's a late lunge from Manship down the inside of Conti. Conti has to bail out last second for P17. Again, really close racing between these two. There's Novell going round the outside into turn 2, and that's the move done. Warburton behind, also potentially making a move at some point. But here we go. Brum and Pfeiffer collide, and oh my goodness, they haven't even hit the clean chicane yet, and they're bouncing all the way. That's how hard they collided. And Brum, oh my goodness, there was a lot that happened there. Out onto the track, and Huben takes some evasive action. Wow. Swarovski is car 54. Has he had a collision with someone? No, he hasn't. So I think, yeah, Swarovski then, just a spin out, and he's into the wall. Now only 0.2 seconds off Hewlett. Hewlett obviously going to be fighting hard to keep P2. Going really defensive, but keeps it nice and straight. He's not weaving all around the place like Brum, but Swarovski doesn't mind. Almost around the outside into turn 11. Onto the grass though. Lavagnos with a better exit. Round the outside. Oh my goodness, and that's Lavagnos almost into the wall. Position swap, they're fighting hard still. Conti down the inside, maybe into turn 11, too far, and there's Manship trying to go around the outside into turn 11. He's got the inside line on the exit. Conti being filtered down by the grid, and Lavagnos is losing ground. He spun out somewhere, and Peters taking evasive action. That's Peters' pass as well. Between Peters and Lavagnos now, is he going to go defensive? Yes, he is right in the middle of the track. Lavagnos though, still keeping that door open. He's like, yeah, just keep a space. Oh my goodness. And that's Peters and Lavagnos round. And yeah, Lavagnos waiting for Peters to recover. Great to see that little bit of sportsmanship, but again, at the same time, that shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have been there. How does this impact the next couple corners? Lavagnos with a better exit through turn 3. Peters will probably have to just give up that position through turn 4. Just go a slightly wider line. He's not quite given up on that position though. Peters still holding on to P7. Again, we see Lavagnos in the exact same position. That was funny. Here's Lavagnos maybe around the outside into turn 5. Peters thinks so. Very defensive into the braking zone. Is he passed yet? No, they're giving good space to each other. Brilliant racing, or having security behind you. Sorry, Lavagnos now down the inside into turn 3. Is this going to work again? Let's see. He's almost fully ahead by the time they hit turn 4, and Peters decides, yep, it's time, and doesn't really fight that too hard. And I think that's what he wanted to do as well. And Hewlett now slow as well, down at turn 9. What is happening to these pros up at the top of the grid? Hewlett looks like he can barely drive. I cannot believe it. No, this is not how it's supposed to go. Looks like Novell's dropped back slightly on Pfeiffer. Oh my goodness, and that's Van Lagen out of control. Van Lagen spins it on turn 4 and loses 2 positions, potentially 3. Here comes Warburton. Time for the checkered flag to wave for the 4th time tonight as Limburgs comes across the line to take a hat-trick of victories this season. Limburgs takes the race win here at Zolder, race 2, round 4. And then it's going to be Rebecci in the Pro Class just behind, taking the race win for the Pro Class. Then it's going to be Pennell crossing the line for the AM Class. Our AM Class winner for the 2nd race of round 4. P2 will be Craddock. P3 will be Conti. And then it's going to be Fox and Taylor bringing up the rest of the podium finishes for the Pro-Am class. And Riley celebrating that class victory